One thing that I think is ignored quite often is the stakeholder analysis. I think the stakeholders analysis is an important piece in a lot of cases because you're relating the solution back to the different stakeholders within the organization. This is particularly important when you start to look at things like ethics cases. I think a lot of strategy cases that stakeholders become that important piece. So really recognizing what concerns the stakeholders have, how does your solution actually address those concerns are important pieces. And one way to do that is to show them in a grid format in terms of these are the stakeholders, most important to least important, what their concerns are, and what the implication is for the solution so that you can use that implication as you talk about and you develop your solution. One thing when you do this, you should also come back to it and talk about it at the end of the case in terms of this is the solution and how it's really fixed that. You can do this in another couple of other different ways, as there are different types of grids that talk about the importance versus the influence, power versus interest, and placing the various stakeholders in the different spots in terms of the quadrants, and talking about then in terms of the second one here, how do you manage those stakeholders closely in that particular solution, or how do you keep them informed? And so you're talking about the stakeholders in that way. But as I said, you want to come back and revisit this at the end of it. And this chart format is quite usually an easy way to do that. What really answering the question, what the solution does for the concern, so that you visited the stakeholders up front, you let the company know or the client know about their concerns and the implication it has in terms of your analysis. And then you come back and show them with this solution, this is how we solve that particular concern for that group of stakeholders.